In this short video, we're going to go over a simple way to convert your videos so they're ready for the Micca media players. So on my Mac, I have a folder full of common video types that you might come across when you're making your work. We have MOV, M4V, MP4. So you're going to see all sorts of different codecs and containers of video files. This will work for any of them. So we want to convert these and get these ready to play on the Micca speck. We're going to use a program called Handbrake. It is free and open source. So we're going to open up Handbrake here. And we're going to select our folder. It's going to open up and ask for the movie you want to convert. So I am going to select my folder, my workshop videos folder, and let's do this M4V. This is shot on an iPhone a few years ago. It's a common format that comes off an iPhone. So we're going to click on Open. And this is the Handbrake window here. You can see we have a preview of the video. Up at the top, we have an area here that lists the properties of the video that we're going to convert. In other words, the properties of the original video. And what we're really concerned with is the frame size, the pixel dimensions. In this case, it's 1280 by 720. That's 1280 pixels wide by 720 high. It's a very common video size. And the frames per second, in which case this is 29.97. So the Micca speck will play just about any video you throw at it, but it is much better to convert them to a specific codec container. It will eliminate some problems that can crop up. And it's very simple in this. What we want to do is go over here to the format. So this is what you are converting the file to. Okay, so the default is MP4, and that's a type of video codec. But we want to change that to MKV. This is one that that works really well on the Micca media players. That's the container. H.264 is the codec. So you can see that the video is H.264. That's how that is the compression algorithm that the computer uses to recompress the video. The sound is AAC. This is all very detailed information. As long as you have sort of a general idea, you'll be okay. You want the format to be MKV. You want the frames per second to match. In this case, 30 is the common frame rate that sort of matches 29.97 in this case. So once we do that, we can come down here. We can change the name that we're going to output that. So let's change that to any final. We'll leave .mkv on there, and this is going to tell you where you want to save that video to. In this case, it's going to save it right back to the folder. If you don't want to save it there, you can click Browse, and that'll let you select another place on the computer. So once you've got this all set up, you're going to come up here and hit the Start button. And you're going to see this little dialog box down here. It's going to tell you the progress. We're at about 20% now. It's going pretty fast. If you have a fairly recent computer and a video that's relatively short, this will only take a minute or two. If you have a video that is an hour, This can take a while. Make sure you do have enough disk space on your computer to do this. We are almost done. It's going to give us a little notification when it is done. And here we are. Okay, so if we go back to the video, you're going to see that we now have Annie final .mkv. That's the one we want to move over. Now, if you look right below that is Annie.m4v, and we look at the size of that video here. It's much smaller without an appreciable decrease in quality. So this is a very good encoding. So we want to put that onto the flash drive. I have my flash drive here. I'm just going to drag that over. Put a copy on the flash drive. And it will be just about ready to put on to the media player. There is a little trick here that I will explain in the video on the media players. If you have this folder selected and you use the keyboard shortcut Shift Command period, you're going to see that it popped up some stuff in there. And what that's going to do is going to save you a little bit of trouble later. But it's not critical. I'll explain what that was for in the next video using the media player. Now, for one other kind of use case, I did want to show one other one. I'm going to go back into Handbrake. I'm going to select a different video by clicking Open Source. And that we're going to select this one. Now this is a video you can see here that is shot in vertical format. So let's assume you made a video in a vertical frame and you're going to turn your monitor 90 degrees to 90 degrees to hang the monitor on the wall in a vertical format to play a video so it fills the monitor. And that would be the logical way to do that. So if we just burned it this way, we would end up with a tall video with a bunch of space on the side. And we can see that. Let's go through and let's go ahead and do this and I will show you. So I'm going to hit start. This one's going to be pretty quick here. Okay. Now if I open this MKV, now I have to open this with VLC. You're going to see that this video now has these black bars on the side. Well, anyways, if we played this on a TV, it would have the black bars on the side. So what we want to do is actually rotate that 90 degrees. If we go into Handbrake, we're set up to encode, but if we go over to the in this area here, we have these tabs. It gives you all these ways to adjust your video. When we go to the Dimensions tab, you're going to have a rotation button here. So if I click 90 degrees there, and we go back to the summary, you're going to see that rotates that video. So this rotation assumes you're going to rotate your monitor 90 degrees counterclockwise to hang that on the wall. So now if we encode that, we're going to overwrite that other file. When I play it on the computer, it's going to be sideways. But when I play it in the monitor that's rotated physically on the wall, it will be upright. Alright, for how to configure this in the media player, just watch that next video.